Dear Mom, wow, I never thought I would say this, but school is really fun. I'm not as shy as was before coming here, and I'm finally getting along with all my dorm mates in my hall. We'd stay up all night and play games. I know that's a bad habit, but guess what? I also found an awesome church in Cerritos. The great thing about this is that I don't have to pay for food because I'm a freshman. And on top of that, there are some really hot yojas. Maybe later I can introduce one to you in the future, when I get confident enough to ask one out. Sisters Appreciation is coming up, and I hope I can impress all of them. Well, I gotta go practice. I'll write to you again soon. Promise. Love, your son.
I can't take the speed it's moving in. I know I can't, but honestly, won't someone stop this train?
Dear Mom, I'm sorry I haven't written in a year. School's been okay. I moved out of the dorm and I'm now living outside of campus. I'm also starting to take harder classes and stuff, but it's okay, I can manage. I'm still attending the same church at Cerritos. Church is also getting mundane too. Since I'm a sophomore, I started paying for my own food. It's hard. Yesterday I paid for a girl from my church that was really pretty. But the next day I went to Starbucks. I didn't have any money because I paid for the girl the day before. Sheesh. Can you wire me some money? Oh Mom, I found out that I go to school with one of the girls from my church, and I'm starting to get to know her. We're studying together in a bit for our midterms. I think I love her. More info later. Love, your son. P.S. It's Sisters Appreciation again. Remember when I hosted it last year? I was good.
엄마에게. 엄마한테 편지 쓴 지 1년이나 됐네. I'm sorry. 어떤 여자애한테 한눈 팔았다가 차였어. 나보고 철없어 보인대. 내가 매력이 없나? 엄마, 너무 슬퍼서 죽을 것 같아. 걔랑 같은 교회도 다니고 있는데 이제는 교회도 가기 싫어. 아, 교회에서 곧 있으면 Sisters Appreciation 이벤트 할 거야. 이번 기회에 제대로 뭔가 해야겠어. 화이팅! 사랑스러운 아들이.
Dear Mom, aren't you glad that I didn't take a year to write back? Haha, I'm awesome. Anyways, it's summer and I'm not taking any classes, so I'm spending more time at church and volunteering to tutor at our outreach program. I'm learning a lot in Bible study and I feel like I'm maturing a little, but I know I still have a lot to go. I am also having one-on-one meetings with our college pastor after what happened last year, but Pastor David is teaching me to be more like a true brother in Christ. He taught me how to appreciate the sisters here at church. I remember what he said vividly.
Appreciate your sisters.
I know that his wise words will stick with me. Well, I gotta go teach at VBS. Write to you soon, and not in a year. Love, your son.
When I had no one to call, all the world had shut me down.
Dear Mom, isn't it great again how I didn't take a whole year to write to you? Dang, I'm still awesome. Just kidding. I'm such a bad son for not visiting you more often. I hope you got the card and chocolates that I sent for Valentine's Day. I've been kind of busy with so much work from school and church. Even though I should be excited to graduate and move on with my life, I am also sad that I'll soon be leaving my college group for church. Right now, I am preparing for my last Church and Sisters appreciation. I want to share what is going on in my mind. I remember back in freshman year,
when an older sister bought me lunch when I had no money. I remember it even more since I didn't eat breakfast that morning. At first I thought she bought me food because she thought I was cute and maybe even attractive. But now that I look at it, I realize that she bought it for me out of a love for her sister and to make me feel welcomed at my new church. I remember sophomore year when I didn't have any money to buy a drink at a coffee shop because the night before I bought her freshman sister a meal. But it's okay because I remember how thankful she was. That very night she posted a video on my Facebook wall thanking me again. I felt appreciated. Remember when I got dumped by a girl because she thought I was immature? Now that I think about it, she was right. I was immature back then. I felt too embarrassed to stay at church. Even after my pride was shattered, she kept encouraging me to come out to church. She made me refocus, keeping me on track and accountable to know the real reason why I go to church. That is to serve God and not my desires. For that, I'm very thankful for my sisters. It's sad how my last Sisters Appreciation is approaching. For the last 3 times I went with all the wrong motives. But this year, I really wanted to know what I think as a brother. Our sisters are the best. I don't take them for granted. I wish they knew how much they mean to me. Even though I can be mean sometimes, I really care for them.
Even though I might not always be there physically with them.
They will never be far from my thoughts.
I hope that this year they will all know this.
When all my brothers at CPC and I say,
We appreciate our sisters! Yeah!
Love, your son.
The little things they do for me.